Welcome back. Sorry about that, but apparently Mother Nature decided. So this is part 2 of the picks. So we're just at the end of the video. But the next one, it is the Lions taking on the Vikings. For a little bit of pride here. This game is at 1 o'clock as well. Minnesota's favored by 6.5 points, but Minnesota's been a train wreck. You can tell there's a lot of the players don't trust the quarterback. You know Detroit's kind of rebuilding, seeing who their head coach is going to be, but I'm going to go on an upset here, Mr. Jones, and I got the Lions winning. So you said you're taking Detroit, or?
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit.
All right. So we got 2 for Detroit. Next, I think we'll probably. I think I might be the insane one here. I don't know if anyone's going to enjoy me on this one. It is the Chargers taking on the Chiefs. But remember, the Chiefs are not starting any of their starters, and right now, the Chargers are favored by 3.5 points. And the Chargers have looked good the last few weeks. They've been playing well. Chiefs not really starting any of their starters. So I can't believe I'm going to say this. If this was any other week during the season, I would be picking the Chiefs. But because it's week 17, we know they're not starting any of the first string players. Give me the Chargers to beat Kansas City.
You're giving the Chargers way too much
Credit or confidence? I hope. Kind of figured.
I mean, like, I get it, and I know the reason why.
I feel like you're going to pick the Chiefs even with the backups.
Yeah, I am.
Nothing wrong with that. I can understand it perfectly. Moving on to the next game.
But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Chiefs. I mean,
Chargers?
Chargers.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I could just say, go Chargers, is cool.
Go to 7-9 and prove that you can build towards something next year. Hey, this is a game that could cause somebody to be fired or quit. It's the Jets at the Patriots. Patriots getting their first losing season in a very long time. Jets proving that they suck still, but Jets have won the last 2 games. Do the Jets actually end the season on a 3-game winning streak, or does New England say, yeah, slow your roll, shut your mouth, you're still a bitch? I'm taking the Patriots here. I just don't see Bill Belichick rolling over for the Jets. By the way, the Patriots are favored by 3 points.
Part of me hurts so much because one, and I'm talking about the Jets, obviously.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Part of me just says, you know what, fuck it. I pick the Jets. Because here's the thing, this is how I feel. I feel that the Jets are basically playing everybody, saying like, oh, they can't play a game.
Fair enough. I don't blame you for picking the Jets right now.
Is Cam Newton playing?
He is playing. He hasn't played well this year for the Patriots, I will admit that, so that's why a lot of people think he's a one-and-done deal in New England.
Yeah, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna pick the Jets. And believe it or not, it's gonna be a low-scoring game.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting it to be 12-9, kind of stupidity.
I think it's gonna be like 17-21.
17-21. Fair enough. Alright. Time for the next game, and of course this one's more important for me. It is the 6-9 Cowboys against the 5-10 Jets. Cowboys are favored by 2.5 points. A few weeks ago, Dallas looked like they were on the outside looking in on this division, but Cowboys have been on a little bit of a winning streak. Eagles were on a down streak. They got eliminated last week because of Dallas. Giants were able to stay hope alive because they lost to Baltimore. Washington lost, and Washington, of course, lost to Carolina. The winner of this game is going to have to hope for an Eagles victory, which we'll be talking about that game next anyway. We're not going to save it for the last one because I want to save Cardinals and Rams, a game that's actually important for the end of the video. I'm taking Dallas here. I'm hoping we can do well, and I kind of hope for Andy Dalton they do well, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Cowboys because they won. Yeah, I think some of these teams are being assholes. They're like, oh no, we can't play. We don't know how to play. And all of a sudden now they're playing.
Yeah, which is hilarious. Philly could be saying, hey, we'd rather see Dallas or the Giants make it over Washington so they could actually show up. It really depends. Makes it, I would love for them to go on this magical run and win the Super Bowl at 7-9 because that would make me die of heart failure. I would die a happy man. But I don't think it matters who wins this division. I think they're going to get eliminated by Tampa Bay in the wild card. But as much as I want to pick Philly just because I need them to win, I see them purposely losing the game just so Washington can go in and Dallas and the Giants get fucked. So give me Washington, unfortunately.
Wow. That's very deep. That's what she said.
I wish I had a woman say I was deep, but that's never going to happen.
I see Washington picking up a victory, and I think it's going to be, yet another, kind of low scoring game, like 21-27.
Yeah, my only hope is that the Eagles quarterback just goes lights out and shows that he will be the starter next year. That is my only hope, and Smith doesn't play, because I think if Alex Smith plays, yeah, Washington's not losing that game. If it's the backup, which, by the way, here's the thing. If Alex Smith can't go, if he's not cleared, Washington has that one quarterback who replaced Haskins, and then they got to use the emergency quarterback, which I believe is the punter or the kicker. So it's going to be interesting. It will be a train wreck of a game. That will be guaranteed. Up next, it is Tampa Bay taking on the Falcons. Tampa Bay.
Fuck Tampa. I mean, not Tampa, but
fuck Tom Brady. Game's at 1 o'clock. Tampa Bay's favored by 6.5 points. I'm taking the Bucs here. I think this is really. I don't expect the Bucs to start their starters the whole game. I think they're going to start them for at least the first half and then rest them, particularly of how dominant the Buccaneers were last week. Falcons kind of have had an up and down year. We don't know what's going to happen with the head coach situation or anything, but I'm going to take Tampa at home. I can tell in your voice you really want to pick Atlanta so bad.
Look, I'll admit, I can't stand Tom Brady. I'm sorry. Anybody from Boston.
Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Raiders are not playing for a playoff spot as they lost this past weekend to Miami, but this is more. Fuck, I said it. I guarantee if somebody was to make a botch video of how many times I've said Oakland this year, it would probably be the same amount I said the San Diego Chargers last year, about 50 times. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Don't feel too bad. They're always going to be Oakland to me. I don't give a damn.
Same here, and I noticed again.
Washington Redskins. They're always going to be Washington Redskins. Everybody want to be fucking cool. Let me stop.
Yeah, looks like we had the wonderful black scream of death again, but that's alright. We just need the audio played at this point. I'm taking the Raiders here. Raiders are favored by a few points. So go Raiders, go. Raiders are favored by 2.5 points.
Alright. You said it was Oakland and who?
Raiders at Denver.
Oh yeah, I'm going. Oh yeah, I'm going. Raiders.
Yeah. Before
Denver, Denver. Oh God, Denver. You had a debut for a kicker, and he missed both. Count them, both field goals. It's 20 yards. 20 yards easy. 20 yards easy. 20 yards easy. He made his debut and he missed both of them. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Unless you change your kicker, yeah, you're not going to win any game. Sorry.
I know that, Mr. X, but since this is just a picks video, I don't mind it being the black screen, since we're not really showing any gameplay footage. Thank God. It just means I probably won't be streaming Devil May Cry tonight because of weather issues. Before we get to the big game I want to talk about, which is Cardinals and Rams, let's just go to the Seahawks and Niners real quick. I got Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yep. So that gives us to the big important game of the week. Mr. X says, gotcha, yeah. If this was Devil May Cry, I'd be freaking the F out. Cardinals and Rams. We've discussed on the first part of this pick show, part 1, of what each team was going on with each team. Cardinals quarterback's going to be playing hurt most likely. Rams are using a quarterback who's not done a snap in the NFL. Both teams are injured. Both teams could use a Bears loss to kind of help them out a bit, but Cardinals would still need to win the game if the Bears lose. Rams have the better defense, but Cardinals are going to have a quarterback even playing hurt that will be better because he's actually played in the NFL. He's taken snaps unlike the Rams quarterback. This was a hard pick for me because of that. But it is my game of the week. I think this should have been the Sunday night game personally. I don't think it should have been Washington and Philly. I don't want to hear, oh, but it's for the division title for Washington. I'd rather see a game that's going to be competitive instead of a game that's going to feel like a train wreck. With that being said, though, I am taking the Rams to win, even with the backup quarterback, because of how good the Rams defense is, and the Rams to sneak into the playoffs as a 10-6 team, meaning Chicago would be the 7th seed. Now, if the Bears win somehow, and the Cardinals win, then it's a giant clusterfuck, because I think then the Rams would be eliminated due to tiebreakers. But I'm going to take the Rams here. Cardinals are favored by 3 points, but I think it's going to get lowered by that before Sunday. Mr. Jones, who do you have?
I'm going Cardinals.
Oh, wow.
Just to say, just to have carnage. Just to have carnage in the NFL if they do. And here's the thing. And a part of me, while you were speaking, I wanted to ask, did this quarterback, did he ever play, ever did practice?
He's done practice, but he's never took a live game snap.
Now, a part of me wants to say that don't make a difference. I mean, now he played practice. It could change my pick, but to actually be out there and you have a different team that's not a practice team. Let's be honest, it's not a practice team. These guys are out there to get you.
Yep. Let's see. Vibrator says, hey, Mr. X, I started over with my channel. Just got to figure out a new name. Mr. X said, do you have a video already? Do you already have a video on it? Yes, he does, Mr. X. He does. So you're taking the corners, which I don't blame you. I think because this was a hard pick for me. I think this is like the hardest game to pick because of all the things going around both teams. And Rams not having the best wide receiver. Quarterback's out, but they got the better defense. Cardinals not a better defense, but they're going to have most of the offensive pieces intact. It's really going to be and this is why I wanted it to be the Sunday night game so bad, because going in, yeah, okay, this ain't going to be a high-scoring affair probably, but this one's the most interesting because you have a rookie, you got a quarterback who is not how I can say an elite quarterback yet. Nobody wants to say the Arizona quarterback is. I'm not buying it yet. Going against a guy who's never took a live NFL game snap. It's going to be a fun game. That's going to be the game I'm hoping I get to watch at 4:25 because I've already checked the 1 o'clock games. At 1 o'clock here in Virginia, I'll get to watch the Ravens and Bengals or Cowboys and Giants, so I'm going to be going flip-flop, flip-flop, flippity, flip-flip-flop. Mr. Vibrator says I have a few up already. I'll send a link to one of them to your Twitter. And Dave says, hey, Dave, you just caught us near the end. Hey, and the scream's back. It waits till when we get to the end to get the scream back. Hooray. But just as a quick recap before me and Mr. Jones go, I got the Ravens, Cowboys, Bills, Browns, Lions in an upset, Patriots, Buccaneers, the Bears in an upset, the Raiders, the Colts is my lock of the week, the Chargers, go Chargers, go. Stealing that line from Mr. Jones there. Rams is the game of the week pick. Seahawks, Saints, Titans, and unfortunately Washington. So if your team's going to be making the playoffs this year, or is in the hunt for it still, I say congratulations. Hopefully your team does make it. Next Friday night, we will be doing the wild card game predictions. And yes, we will be talking about the one game that will be airing on Nickelodeon. Because, well, we have to discuss it. Because apparently Nickelodeon's going to be doing a lot of weird editing with theirs. They're going to be throwing fake slime, and then there's going to be the Nickelodeon cartoon characters interfering on the field. I feel like that's going to be a game we all need to watch completely drunk off our ass. And then ask ourselves, who came up with this fucking idea? And, oh, by the way, doing that, they're going to be showing a new SpongeBob episode, I think, before during halftime. But anyway, that's the picture, guys. Dave, I'm glad you made it home safe. I would do Devil May Cry tonight, but because of internet issues, because of the rain, I will not be able to do that. So Sunday night, don't remind me of drinking. So Sunday night, after Washington and Philly, we will be doing Devil May Cry 3 most likely. Monday I am taking off because of the fact that I want to be able to rest. So after Sunday, and Devil May Cry 3 next week. Tuesday will be the Madden matchup we do week 17. Wednesday, we'll get back to Little Hope so we can actually get the best ending in the game. Thursday, we head back to Resident Evil Revelations 2. Friday will be the wild card picks. And probably, if the weather's not a complete pain in the ass or the internet, we'll probably go to Kingdom Hearts 2 again. But we know I usually may have to change the schedule due to something beyond my control, like the weather, which just brings me to a note. I wanted to talk about this on my thing real quick. People in Virginia, and people around the world, when it's raining, there's this thing on your car called headlights. Turn them the fuck on, okay? Because I'm sorry. I don't know how many cars we saw today when I was out not having the lights on. Are people that stupid? Seriously, I want somebody to answer that question. Are people that dumb? Do people who live in other states, do they see that to be like, hey, that guy doesn't have his lights on and it's raining cats and dogs and snowing? But anyway, everyone have a good night. Hope you have Yeah, it's I was waiting for somebody to answer. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not going out tomorrow. I don't think I'm not going out Sunday, obviously. I don't think I'm actually going back out again till Tuesday. That's New York for your speeding. No, Dave, I figured it out. Dave, you're a New Yorker. You're the one suing Hawaiian Rolls. That's who's suing them. If you don't know what I mean, apparently somebody in New York City is suing the Hawaiian Rolls bread company because they said it's false advertisement because they're not from Hawaii, they're from California, the bread. Stupid lawsuit, probably the same idiot whose great-grandmother sued McDonald's because a hot cup of coffee spilled on herself. Coffee's supposed to be hot, you idiots. But anyway, have a good night. I will hopefully see you guys Sunday, weather permitting and internet permitting. New York has the best pizza. Well, that's just a lie right there. But until next time, have a good night, everybody.